Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to an episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. In the previous episode, we finished the beginning part of Turnabout Kidnapper. Today's episode, we're in the middle part. If you have today's episode, make sure to like and support the channel. Chased out like a pair of peasants.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Kay?
there's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what this is?
You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal?
A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever.
That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, the murder is the one crime that we can never be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. And when I apprehend the murderer myself.
Alright, and I'm going to work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go.
I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Detective Gumshoe.
Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium! Hurry, sir! This is supposed to be hush-hush, but we found a witness at the stadium.
A witness? You, what do you think you're doing or leaving your signpost?
The jig is up! Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir! Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves.
It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. I thought there was a witness here. Why does it say pass? Oh, that's a sign, not the freaking...
Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth? Long time no see.
You are Miss Emma Skye, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as a witness and prosecutor. But as I thought, she had gone to Europe to study forensics.
I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad?
You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit.
I see. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years.
Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm going to be a super forensic scientist someday, you'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well, aren't you? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name is Kay Faraday. And I'm trying to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief?
Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have too much to catch up on.
You bet we do.
So why are you here, Emma?
Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you came back too, so I raced over here. I really had wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I just had missed you.
And how exactly did you know I was here?
For the power of science, naturally, never underestimate what science can do for you. I used these to track your footprints and I followed them straight to you. This set is greatest, so it's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a gas tube. It's like magic scientifically speaking.
Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about?
Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edward needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said.
What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking.
So let me guess, there's a murder, right?
Yes, unfortunately, there's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did the person go? Person? What was that about? Let's check out the vehicle. I assume this is another Badger mobile.
Yeah, but it's different color than the blue Badger's car.
Yes, this is the Rotena steering pink model. What's this off in the distance? What are we looking at?
Oh, hey, it's the pink Badger. Badger, get.
Badger, Badger, Badger. Just what does she see in these silly things?
I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance.
I can't take that stuffy head.
You're... No, why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief.
Edgy Poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character, but you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of roundabout way of talking, so I'm just being distant.
I had a bad feeling before, but this has just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare.
So, you're a friend of Mr. Edward too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger dearie.
She may look like the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman.
My name is Wendy Oldback, but you could call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldback. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about young whippersnapper like you? Yes, I was just trying to be polite.
Weren't you a security guard at one of the Great Water Hotels the last time we met?
I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in where there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with two young girls. The men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old. With young girls with edges the other day, I'd have to be young.
Yada. As I say to person,
You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further.
Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be a witness.
Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I do think fate is going to be so kind today.
I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness.
I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag.
Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder.
You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me.
What old bag witness?
I came to this stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying sight, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately...
What was the unfortunate take on the Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady.
I came to the stadium to take a short break. I was resting, I happened to glance over, I saw two men facing each other.
Hold it!
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me?
They look like your average shows, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that.
But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful.
Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over to them, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous.
It's alright, Edgy Poo. Those two were just foals compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them.
Can we get number 5? You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place?
Absolutely, that gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to help the person that got shot? I'm only one person. You're smart, I like you, Brad. What could I have done? But I saw to find one person.
2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a new information to go on to your testimony.
Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we?
While it was somewhat useful, her testimony also presented us with a new problem.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
So about this new problem.
What is the giant grin on your face for?
Do you want me to show you something really nice?
No, thank you.
Don't be so mean. I swear it's something that you're going to like.
What is the gadget you're holding?
What you've seen before you is a secret weapon of the Great Thief.
Ah, I should have known it would be worthless.
Aw, don't be like that. Ahem. What do you think now?
What is it doing? It's projecting something onto the air.
I'm going to input the necessary information to run this simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to the maximum size. Dark skies of evening with no birds, stars to take wing. One alone all seeing that witness the true power of real modern day Robin Hood.
Yo! What is this?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I put into Little Thief.
Little Thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a little bit too far.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I use it like this... Let's see, Miss Olbeck said the 2 men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell onto the ground.
Ah, so with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? So what do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days.
Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu.
Indeed.
Oh, but if there isn't enough information or if something's out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange.
In other words, I could use this to authentic the validity of a witness testimony.
You got it! You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right now, this simulation is a recreation of that witness testimony. So far, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can always present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got a Little Thief with me, just so you know, let me know, okay?
According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right, but
if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
Huh? What? Where?
If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. What? The way he was positioned?
Take that!
This is the contradiction.
Is something wrong with my recreation?
If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. If you think back, how did we deduce the other crime scene was not the real one?
Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right?
Right. The fact that there is no blood here casts doubts on the witness testimony.
Edgy-poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun and ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer?
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know the Little Thief.
She has a point. Wait, we can do something with this? What do we have? Following a kidnapper's prints led us to a body. Was the victim in a costume? Nope. Am I allowed to look around?
I guess this means they're done for the day.
Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start and run, whatever. What else do we can find? The sage I saw this morning in the center of the stand has been packed away. The stage? I don't know. I got nothing. I gotta lie. Nope. While our kidnapper's prints led to us to a body, was the victim in costume? Yo, I just might have to look it up again, cause what the heck am I looking? Yeah, I only got little information on this stuff. Already got through that. Am I able to present profiles? Does you know something of this? Nope. I got nothing on that one. Okay, we're presenting the evidence, but what are we looking at? So you believe that the gadget will provide us with the proof we need?
Yeah, of course. Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, it can recreate the crime scenes exactly as it was. Although Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heist.
A training sim for theory. I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, okay?
It's for practice. Practice. It's not like I've actually stolen anything yet. Besides, we're in the middle of an investigation, so stop nitpicking.
If it is just a practice, I can't really exactly endorse the act of stealing. Although I admit this device is rather useful in an investigation. So how am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation?
Oh, that's right. I guess I should explain how to use it, huh? I'll just outline the yellow are the things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. Things outlined in the dotted lines are things that exist now that didn't, but in the past.
I see.
You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects you normally do. You can just present evidence wherever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence too.
There we go, let's continue with the investigation.
If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask anytime, okay?
I'm ready, don't know what the heck I'm doing. Because I'm supposed to be figuring out something, right? Because this is all I got. Alright, that's all I got. Okay. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume?
So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers?
I think we can reasonably assume there is a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of the stolen costumes,
then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of the ground.
Precisely. Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume.
You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them since there doesn't seem to be any around.
Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those.
This is amazing.
Emma, about the method you were talking about for finding footprints.
Ah, finally my expert knowledge on forensics is needed.
Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints?
Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit could find anything.
Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area.
Okay, stand back now, and where's the power science at work? Hey, I found something! Look right there!
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth.
These footprints were definitely left by a badger costume.
Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest.
And we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time.
Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. Can't wait to see what we find out with this new info.
Yo, I get my health back, let's go! So the victim was wearing a costume when he died.
And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right?
Oh, I see. The recreation has changed in accordance with new information. He may be closer, but now something has caught my attention. What do you
want?
Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. Here we go again.
I came to the scene and took a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over. I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. So, does this mean that Miss Obak's testimony has a contradiction in it?
Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare with your recreation.
See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now, let's see if we can pull more info into most box put into recreation.
For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. I came to the station to take a break. As I was resting, I was glancing over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. And suddenly there was a gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. Are we allowed? Am I allowed to press again? You saw two men. Can you describe? Is it the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing.
Hold it!
It's nothing, isn't it? Knowing what we know now, thanks to your recreation,
the contradiction stands out like a giant sore thumb.
Precisely, it's all becoming clear to me. Let's clear up this issue with some well-presented evidence and get this over with. And I saw two men facing each other in that area.
Objection!
Two men? How did you know the gender of the two people involved, seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time? Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all.
But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier.
The second tier?
Hey, did you just saw right in front of you earlier? That was, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense.
I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense.
The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up.
Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there?
Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage shadows. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, Not like when I was young, how people used to call me.
Okay. Oh boy. let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay?
You got it.
Here we go. Might I investigate this now? No, back to here. This new silhouette of the victim is in costume.
The silhouette could change depending on the information I input. But Little Thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate right away. We may find even more, which...
Okay. Alright. Footprints. What is there to look? In the shadow of the stage? Please tell me it's this. If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down.
Do you want me to input that bit of info to the Little Thief?
Yes, if you please.
Okay.
Oh, wow. There is clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines.
Oh, come on. It wasn't hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me.
I suppose in any case it's not possible for the killer to have stood in there in that way, because there was a very real stage set up in this spot at the time.
Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel like you need to explain everything?
Yes, well in any case we still need to resolve this unusual situation.
Isn't it obvious? The killer was on the top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Now let me update the info on the simulation.
Well, what do we have here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us.
Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes.
Agent Lang, we discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium.
I see, thanks.
For what?
I'm just trying to show you how my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that?
Little Thief is not a toy.
You too.
Sir!
And there you have it, you see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl.
Huh.
Now this is a recreation.
So what? Do you still intend to assert the Officer Meekins is the killer?
Of course. Even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook.
Here we go.
This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed up, he shot him from high. That's the truth your little recreation showed.
It's the second one I need to press. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime?
He's the most likely suspect we got, especially given the situation with his gun.
Well, even if he's the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark.
You see? Thank you for your understanding, my little cowgirl girl.
I'm not some common crow. I'm the Yatagarasu, the Raven Legend.
Unfortunately, your conclusion has yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. This is the real scene of the crime.
Hold it!
Lying in wait? How did Officer Meekins even know the victim was going to come here?
Simple. He was investigating the kidnappers, right?
And while he was doing so, he came to understand the victim, Mr. Diakot's movements.
Objection!
Huh, and why would the good officer want to ambush and kill a kidnapper?
You mean his motive? Who knows and who cares? You could find that out for yourself when you talk to him in jail.
Huh, you have no respect for the order of law.
Don't get me wrong, but I need more than there's no motive to convince me otherwise.
He's right. The lack of a motive is a rather weak argument by itself.
So the officer lay in waiting on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from high.
Hold it!
So you agree with how our recreation turned out?
Like I said, I'm grateful that you were able to save me some time.
Alright, but we still don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage.
Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on the Badger stage show on his own?
Or maybe there's a completely different reason.
What does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that the officer Meekins stood up on the stage and shot the victim on the ground below.
That's the truth your little creep showed. So we're on the stadium, correct? What was the argument? Let me see the history again. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on the Badger stage show on his own? Well, maybe there's a completely different reason. What does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that Officer Meekins stood up on the stage and shut. Like I said, I'm grateful that you were able to save me some time. Alright, but we still know. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on the Badger stage show on his own? There is a completely different reason why. Unfortunately, Agent Lane's conclusions do not contradict with our recreation.
That doesn't mean all it went down just as he says.
No, not quite. I wonder if what we had recreated earlier was the whole truth.
Hold it!
So you honestly believe that what you're saying is what really occurred?
Hey, you're the ones who came up with this scenario. Are you saying you doubt yourselves?
Touche. Unfortunately, Agent Lane's conclusions do not contradict the case. I wonder if what we had recreated. But why is the question? That's what I want to find out. Who is to say that he didn't see this? Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on the Badger stage on his own? Maybe there's a completely different reason. Because it doesn't explain anything here. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. Best of luck.
Objection!
I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly after all.
What's that supposed to mean?
You said that the victim was shot by the killer from above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible.
What? Why not?
Recall Mr. Deacon's body specifically where the gunshot wounds were located.
Actually, I didn't get that good of a look.
Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited through his right shoulder. This is more consistent with the angle shot from beneath the victim.
Dan!
Yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above.
A clear contradiction.
You're discontinuing our conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was a mistaken parameter in our recreations. The stage location, the witness location. Yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. We got 3 choices. The location of the okay, it's a mistake. Oh, we got 3 choices, so it doesn't matter. Like, that's what I was thinking. It's just the witness was just like, perhaps she's like making some weird remarks, but the killer and the victim's locations. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong.
Ah, I get it. I see what you're trying to say.
I believe the killer and the victim were standing up opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on the top of the stage as he was shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it's also explained the positioning of the gunshot wounds.
By then, what about the footprints?
Since footprints don't lie, we can assume that the killer was also wearing
Okay, I'll try using that data instead.
Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the 2 kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang?
Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear our Officer Minkins of the crime. I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks indicate the Blue Badger mobile. That story Officer Minkins told about the shop on the wheels was gang stolen just a lie. He drove the Blue Badger mobile here and committed the murder. That he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area.
You believe he moved the body with the car?
That's right. It was Officer Minkins himself who pointed us to the way he did it.
The 3 tire tread marks are very telling. However, is the Blue Badger mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Three marks indicated the Blue Badger mobile. The story often links to about shop.
Hold it!
So you still claim that the tire marks belong to the Blue Badger mobile?
It must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with rain. Officer Minkins committed the murder.
Then he used the car to move the body. So we're at the stadium. That points the freaking purple pink car.
Looks like the only thing that car was selling was death, not dreams.
Only if what Angel Lang believes turns out to be true. The 3 tire tread marks are very telling, however. Is the Blue Badger mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? They're asking about the Badger itself. What else do we have? That is the question. I would say it's just the footprints.
Hold it!
So you still... Oh, okay.
Hold it!
Of course you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct?
Of course not.
Well, that was blunt.
But suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts.
He drove the Blue Badger mobile and committed the murder. There was no car.
Objection!
Nope. I think it's up the region because of the footprints. 'Cause I see no car, whatever. It's just all pure footprints in terms of where the heck are those tracks. If not, then I have no idea what I'm supposed to press. Because what exactly did he use?
Objection!
Nope.
Not so fast!
What is going on? After all, I don't need to be confident in the facts. The 3 marks are indicative of the Blue Badger mobile.
Hold it!
The 3 marks. 3 tires.
Objection!
Are you forgetting that there are in fact 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and the Proto Badger
Not so
mobiles.
fast!
Of course, I didn't say it could be either of those two. But I see no reason to drag into this just to complicate things.
What tire marks? What am I looking at here? I swear it's like, it's asking for tire marks. But what exactly are we trying to press? That's what I want to know. Because that don't make sense.
Hold it!
Oh, wait.
Not so fast!
Oh, wow, we're actually looking at something.
Objection!
Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale.
And why's that?
Those tire marks could not have been left by Officer making the Blue Badger. One look at the car could have told you so. What proves that the Blue Badger had been to the stadium? The tires?
Take that!
Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single drop of mud around. If this car had some to be backstage and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud or the tire stands out as a very peculiar indeed.
Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius?
Hey, I've got an idea. What about Miss Obak's pink Badger mobile?
Don't be ridiculous.
I was sleeping the entire time in the second-tier seats.
Indeed, I believe we can rule out her as someone related to the crime. However, there is yet one more roving store as I recall.
Oh, you mean the Proto Badger?
That's right. There was one more parking space inside the garage, and proves the existence of the Proto Badger mobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto Badger mobile post-haste. There must be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Huh?
Hey, did you hear something?
Help? Help me!
Are you alright?
Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers. He was in the room next to me that I was held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. Huh? What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces. But two, one was a woman. A woman? Quite an imposing piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on out in this already. I'll even let you guys have that kid, so it does now consider a gift. Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene, or am I going to have to make it rough? Again.
You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Oh, no, not you. You're a very witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily.
Don't count on me to testify because I won't, not for you. That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper?
Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not going to get rough either of you. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens, what do you say? Will you cooperate?
Fair maidens? My, you little rascal, you sure know how the way into a woman's heart.
Langji says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever.
Trying to outdo my edgy boo with your fancy schmancy sayings. Let's get this over with so we're clear. I'm interested in giving you my statement.
Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be.
Mr. Edgeworth!
And with that, we'll end the episode right here. Like and subscribe, Sharkus X TV, and I'm signing out.